So, before we start the video, I'm just gonna get out of the way that I've been sick for like about 3 days now. So if my voice sounds like garbage, just know that that's the reason why, and I apologize for that. But let's get right into it. So I liked the core concept of Ayano, with her being like not a traditional yandere, but there's a lot of things I wanted to change. For example, instead of her being like emotionless and obsessed with Taro because of a generational curse, in my rewrite, she isn't totally emotionless. She just only feels negative emotions like anger, guilt, fear, jealousy, etc. She's never felt excitement or joy or any sort of happy emotion. Throughout her childhood, nothing she ever did or tried made her happy. She was miserable no matter what she was doing. So basically like a severe form of depression. And the reason she's so obsessed with Taro is because when he met her back in middle school, talking to him and being around him actually made her happy. And it was apparently the only thing that made her happy. That's why she wanted to be with him so badly, because she just wants to be happy. I also made them actually be friends with each other and have known each other quite a while, at least like around middle school. I mean, sure, she still has a crush on him, but she can actually talk to him like a normal person instead of freezing like in the original game. Another thing that makes her happy is committing violence, which she finds out if you make her kill one of the rivals. At first, she feels guilty and uncomfortable, because she actually has a moral compass now. And, doing such things gives her joy, makes her kind of scared of herself. But if you continue to go down the violent route with the rivals, that guilt will slowly fade away and she will descend into complete madness. And to show this, there's a particular scene I have planned where if you kill at least 8 of the rivals by week 9, you will lose control of Ayano and she will murder a student that isn't even a rival simply because she's lost all of her self-control. And in this version of the game, you can't just hurt anyone you want to, only people Ayano finds to be justifiable to kill. And this scene totally breaks her own rules, which shows just how far gone she is. So, like, for example, you could murder one of the rivals, or maybe a bully, or maybe like, I don't know, maybe a teacher nobody likes. I don't know, that might not really be a good example. But she won't let you murder like a random cooking club member. She'll be like, no, why them? Like, she'll have like a voice line for it, which is kind of what I plan. But if you decide to go the pacifist route with her and the rivals, then she doesn't go completely crazy. And with that version of her, I imagine her personality to stay pretty stoic, kind of cold at first glance, mainly because she's just not very expressive with her emotions, even if she is, actually feeling one. I also want her to be like kind of sassy. She has very blunt, sarcastic remarks. And while she can definitely pick up on others' positive emotions, she understands them, she can recognize them, but she can't sympathize with how they feel, unless it's an emotion she herself feels. Sadness or guilt, yes. Excitement, no. The only time she's really expressive in any way, I would say, is when she's with Taro. He brings out a lot of personality in her because he makes her genuinely happy. She also has like a little bit of a tendency to tease or like mess with him. But for her design, I decided to keep the gray theme with her like hair color and eyes. I didn't change that. Oh shoot, lightning. Ignore that. You know what, I'm gonna keep that in. Basically because the gray symbolizes how she sees the world, dull and gray because of her depression. I did change the uniforms though to this like medium gray color instead of that like bright red navy blue, because I wanted it to be a color that didn't clash with any of the rivals' accessory colors. And I thought it would be cute if the game had sort of like a love core theme to it. like if you open the menu, it's like all girly and cutesy, and then it turns so dark. A few mechanic ideas I had was to change the original Yandere vision to sort of like a shooting mechanism. If you aim it at one of the rivals when they're talking to Taro, it tells Ayano that they have a crush on him, and now she knows who her rival is. And if you aim it at a random student, it will just give you their profile. Another mechanic idea I had in mind was like a stealth mode, which you basically need to activate if you want to kill a rival successfully, or else Ayano will get distracted. And another one is, instead of highlighting useful objects, like a big neon sign, if you walk close enough to something that you can use later, or like something that's useful, Ayano will say in a voice line that it might be useful. And just to lean into that lovecore aesthetic just a little more, I wanted to make part of the game be like a dating sim, kind of. Instead of the main objective being to just kill all the rivals. Now there is 3 objectives. Objective 1, eliminate all of the rivals before they can confess, either in a violent or non-violent way. Objective 2, spend enough time with Taro so he actually has a reason to like you. And objective 3, make sure Megami doesn't catch you in the act. I plan to give Megami sort of like this built-in mechanism where she catalogs any suspicious behavior you do in front of her. So she is your biggest obstacle even before her own week. And yes, this does mean that all the rivals are intended to already be at the school before their own weeks. It didn't really make any sense to me that they like magically appear when the game needs them to be there. But yeah, I think that's everything major I needed to discuss in this video. If you enjoyed it, consider sticking around for the next one, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!